I love this type of buildings. Show the old classic Italy, just fantastic. So cool. Hope I can go in. Treviso, it's finally a bit less rainy. It's still raining, but really, I need to go out in the city and see what there is. It's a pretty town, a bit quiet, a little town, but it's pleasant to relax, to enjoy some good food and some wonderful places. Let's see. Silenzio e rispetto, per favore. Wow. Beautiful. Not the most beautiful I've seen in Italy, but nonetheless beautiful. Although this little restaurant might not be very atmospheric, it does have homemade tiramisu, so I'm going to try that with a cappuccino. Even though in Italy that's not really drunk in the late afternoon, but I like it, so I eat it. Grazie. That is it. The tiramisu of Treviso. It stopped raining, it's such a blessing. So now I can go around, actually see the city. It's quite old, looks a tad bit like Venice. There are some small canals, obviously not all that similar, but it has some of the architecture. I don't know how to describe it, but with like the windows that I just passed, these ones, see, I've seen that in Venice a lot. It's just all these little stores, small restaurants. Look at this, some kind of ham or meat, or they just cut it all fresh. Got little beers. If you know what to get, it must just be fantastic. Coffee places, see? Big, beautiful coffee machines. It's kind of expensive. I mean, these are children's shoes. I was in Turkey last week and you would pay maybe 20 euros for a pair of leather shoes. Here you can make the 200, 150 to 200. They're not handmade, even though in Turkey they are for that price. It's because it's obviously an economic decline now. But Italy is significantly more expensive than Turkey in terms of shopping. Otherwise, it's still quite affordable. Look at this, gently streaming water through the center of Treviso. Buildings of many centuries old. Must be very clean water from the mountains or something. The Dolomite mountains are quite nearby. Italy is so special. It's around 10:30 at night. There's just almost nobody here, and I'm just admiring some wonderful mosaics. That must be from Roman times, I suppose. Plenty to do in this small city. The weather is good. People have come outside, celebrate Friday evening. It's a wonderful atmosphere. Here at the central piazza. What a fantastic evening. Catch the last bits of summer. Morning, buongiorno. It's a new day here in Treviso, Italy. I'm going to see where I can go today because I've quite seen Treviso already now. It's pretty small, although beautiful. Going to the bus station, seeing if there's something to Padua, or maybe just Venice, I don't know. Visit for the second time. This first time I kind of rushed it, had only 2 hours there, which is in fact ridiculous. Only saw the San Marco Square and nothing else really, so who knows, that's worth it to beat the crowds and go back. Either way, we'll see. Unexpected turn of events. I didn't catch a train, but I was at the bus station. I was planning to go to Padua, but didn't see any bus, or maybe I should have waited a lot longer. But now I'm on the bus to Cittadella, which is quite unknown, but it's a beautiful, as the name says, a citadel, like a sort of walled city, like a castle kind of city, which is inhabited. It's not that small. I guess it's a city, not a village. It's lovely to see. Probably some beautiful square. Haven't had my morning coffee, so I'll do that there, and we'll see how the day goes. Cittadella is about 40 kilometers from Treviso to the west, and it cost me €6 ticket, so that's fair. This is great. Cittadella. The citadel. Isn't this wonderful? Although this is a really nice little town, already felt I'd seen it after about 10 minutes. I'm going to Bassano del Grappa. Buongiorno. 20 minutes for €3. As you can already see, as we're driving this curve, we're approaching the Dolomite Mountains. Buongiorno, che bella musica. Grazie. I really need my coffee now. Let's see where to get it. It's a bit crowded here at the market, so I'll see if I can go to the river. What was the name again? Brenta or something, which is crossed by the old bridge, the Ponte Vecchio. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's marvelous. Al Ponte delle Alpini, to the bridge of the Alps. Get a seat, so I'll be having coffee at one of Italy's most iconic places.
E ha detto mamma adesso vado a
Basically on the bridge of Bassano del Grappa.
si è messo via la liquidazione, si era comprato i biglietti e aveva quindi ha soppesato su di sé cosa
Che bello,
significa
grazie molto.
essere discriminato in fondo, no? Cioè, tu sei arrivato tu a livelli alti per cui non hai problemi, però i ragazzotti così, capito?
The cappuccino at this place cost me €2, which is incredible. I expected about 4, 5 maybe. Now here you can see of the famous grappa. They have several sorts. Grappa di Pinot Negro, grappa di Chardonnay, grappa Gewürz Traminer, grappa di Amarone, grappa Barrique, so grappa di Moscato. So you see that they make it from many types of grapes. Here you see the more expensive kinds. This is a grappa di Prosecco. Gift box. Very fair prices, I guess. Grappa di Amarone. And a very expensive one. Grappa Gran Reserva, €110. Beautiful gifts with a box. Buongiorno. Che bello.
Grazie.
Devo pensare.
Sì, prego. Eventualmente abbiamo qualcosa anche in vetrina.
Ah sì. C'è un ristorante?
Abbiamo la sala per le pizze tonde
Sì, va bene.
e apre tra 10 minuti.
Ah, io vorrei una pizza margherita, per favore.
Sì, certo, te la scaldo anche.
Grazie. Sì.
Vuoi qualcosa da bere?
Sì.
Se vuoi abbiamo le birre oppure le bibite
Ah,
analcoliche.
grazie.
Vuoi questa più piccola o questa un po' più grande?
Più piccola. Grazie. C'è questo di Bassano senza alcol?
Allora, di Bassano senza alcol no, però se vuoi qualcosa di italiano della zona, queste
Della zona.
bibite
Sì.
che vengono fatte aspetta che ti
Molto
controllo.
dolce.
Sì, sono un po' dolci.
Capito.
Altrimenti questo è della zona, il tè verde al limone, oppure a me piace molto la spuma nera. Prova a vedere
E
tu.
questo delle frutte o?
Questi succhi di frutta vengono fatti in Piemonte.
Questo è...
Anche questi in Piemonte, provincia di Cuneo.
Io vorrei un tè verde,
Perfetto.
per favore. Grazie molto.
Niente, figurati. Te l'ho fatto. Un attimo solo per la pizza.
Pizza was delicious. What a place. I cannot get enough of this view. Really too bad I can't see the bridge in its full glory, but really look around. Just under these balconies. Incredibly old. Just really clean water. And you know, the water comes straight from the Alps. Look at these gardens. Just so cool. Here's where you have the full view over the bridge. You can see a bit how it looks like. And majestic Alps in the back. Might go there by train in a bit. And from the other side. The city really looks good from every angle. What do we got here? Would be nice if I could enter the tower. Well, not the tower probably, but the walkway. Here you see the modern part of town, the mountains. The highest viewpoint over the city, except for the tower. Made it here. Che bella macchina.
Grazie.
this is some history. It's been redone, probably. Although I'm not quite sure, because it looks very authentic. True history. What is this again? 1,650? I have no idea. Going to Cismon del Grappa, small town in the mountain. 1425. Cost me €3.55 for half an hour. Alright. Alright, forward.
Please note, remember to stamp your ticket before departure.
Alright. Got it. That's your ticket. And it says you cannot change, you cannot return the ticket. It's valid for 4 hours after validation. Basson del Grappa to Cismon del Grappa. Deep into the Alps. From track 2.
La borsa in camera.
Grazie.
Di Trenitalia delle ore 14:21 per Venezia Santa Lucia è in partenza dal binario 3. Ferma in tutte le stazioni eccetto Rassana, Trenasette, Venezia Porto Marghera.
We would like to inform you that the train Regionale 5514 going to Naples will be departing shortly. Persons not intending to leave, please get on now. Wir informieren die werten Fahrgäste, dass der Zug Regionale 5514 nach Trento in wenigen Minuten abfahren wird.
Look at these cliffs, wow. I think we're almost here. It's the other side. Wow. That's something, guys. That's something. Cismon del Grappa. Grazie molto. Ah, sì. The conductor was quite concerned that I got out. He thought maybe just to take some pictures. He didn't think I would stay here, but actually I am. Guess there's nothing else to do. But I'm here just for the scenery, which is enough for me. Hello, Italian cat. Sure, you're a good mountain climber. Don't have much choice. I'm sold, guys. This is one of the most beautiful places I've been. Didn't think I would see that randomly, but it is. I can make it to Capital, I guess, 910 meters. Not sure that's what it means, but it's 45 minutes. Plenty of wild animals and plants. Cismon del Grappa. Acqua bene comune. I guess that's good to drink. Mi dispiace, signor. Acqua è potabile? Buongiorno. Scusa, acqua è potabile per bere? Questa acqua.
Ah, l'acqua, sì,
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 sì.
è bevibile, sì.
Grazie molto, signore.
Niente.
Grazie.
Pensavo che parlasse
Sì,
del sentiero.
sì.
No, è bevibile.
Salve. Got my water. We're on the way. I don't know how long I'm going to do this, how long I even want to do this. But I'm not in the Alps every day, you know. Might as well strap on my boots and go for it. Well, must pay attention to the weather. Now what I understand from this is that it's the Via Percolbonato. The itinerary or penetration route for reinforcement of ammunition of the Austro-Hungarians, if I'm not mistaken, 1917-1918. So there's even some history attached to this trail. I'm certainly not the first one walking here. Although there's 0 tourists. It's not an easy trail, but at least it's paved. Wouldn't have thought it's easy looking at these cliffs. That's what I'm talking about. Località San Stefano, as seen on the map. Little place of worship. So I'm just in between the cliffs now. Path still goes on. Starting to break a sweat. So on the map there's a little hut a bit up. Then I'll turn back to catch the train within the hour. Isn't this a special place? It goes up and up with no end. Here's a junction, after which I'll go back. I could walk on forever, but better not. An old place to rest, say a prayer, and continue. Even the hiking trails in Italy are steeped in history. I'm going back. Weather doesn't look good. Train leaves in an hour. Should be enough time. I'll take it slowly, no matter what. Made it back down. Almost. What's supposed to be 45 minutes one way was 45 minutes both ways for me, which is nothing to brag about because you only risk injury. I guess I'm just kind of a mountain goat who likes to just hop along. Might as well stay down here, because this place still has better views than up there, because I was just covered by the forest. But the other way, I hugged the Alps, which is something, and I enjoyed it. Just came back down this trail, and this lady, she saw me coming down, and she thought, she looked at me, and I waved at her, and she moved on fast. She thought it was a scary guy coming out of the forest while it's raining. I guess it's weird. Either way, that was nice. I'm back. I enjoyed it. Fresh water. I could use a coffee, a beer, limoncello, a pizza, or all of them, because I'm kind of in the need to relax. Sleepy town, but it was just quite cool overall. Got all dressed up for the weather again. Still raining. I'm almost at the station, and the train back to Bassano del Grappa leaves in half an hour. There's nothing really else to do except for this small cafe in 500 meters. Might as well. We'll see where else I go. Maybe Venice for dinner, or just Treviso again. I don't know, and it doesn't matter. Free man with free time. That's all one needs. Need something small to eat after the hike. Let's see. Might as well sit and wait for the train. Should be 10-15 minutes back to Bassano. Hopefully I can buy a ticket to Venice, switch in Bassano, and be on my way to have some dinner there by the lagoon somewhere, if it doesn't smell like sewer as the rumors go. Train's coming. This is the one to Trento. I'm taking the other one back to Bassano del Grappa. Here it comes. We'll buy a ticket on board. Oppa. Buongiorno. At Bassano del Grappa, I had about 4 minutes to switch trains, which I couldn't quite make it, or I don't even know if the tickets are sold this late before boarding, so I asked the conductor if I could buy a ticket on the train, which is possible for a €5 surcharge. So here we go, on the way to Venezia. So I'm on the way to Venice. One secret to Venice is that many, if not most people, come for the day, and a lot of them, they don't stay in the center or on the main islands. They stay outside in Mestre or in other places, or they just come by car for a day, because it's known to be quite expensive, which it is if you spend the night. So that means that you might as well come in the late afternoon and take your last train back to wherever that is, in my case Treviso. So I'll be in Venice at about 6:30, I think, and that means I have about 4 or 5 hours to explore Venice. I'll be there for the second time, have dinner, and take the last train back, which is to me excellent. I mean, I couldn't wish for anything else. Will be nice and quiet. I would like to see it by dark as well, because that's always been one of my dreams. Just walk by the canals, walk over the San Marco Square, and I think that you get to sense a bit more of the soul of Venice, because it might be a tourist trap nowadays, but also it's not, because there's a reason people come.
it has some sort of magic, but you'd have to see it without a crowd. Your best bet is at night, so that's why I'm going there now. Instead of spending the full day, which would have killed me, I can't stand the very big crowds. That's why I went to Cittadella, Bassano del Grappa, Cismon del Grappa, to the mountains, and now to Venice. It's a full day, but I feel very relaxed because I've done entirely what I wanted. And yeah, this was a very good itinerary. I recommend it to anyone.
Aquilina Grado, Trieste Airport, Valmore.
Made it to Venice. Crowded as always, but we're here. Here we are. See, it's not half as busy as during the day. You can at least walk leisurely. Last year it was crowded because I was here during the afternoon. Now it's fine. Could be worse. Beautiful to be here. It's a tourist death trap, but whatever. Some things you just need to see and cross off. And this is one of them. As soon as you get off the main tracks of Venice, which is the one right there, it's really pretty quiet. And you have it pretty much for yourself. Can you imagine at nighttime? And that's when you actually get to see the magic of the city, which there is. You feel the history. It doesn't smell, by the way. I would have thought that it smelled in summer, because that's what I hear often, but hasn't bothered me. So glad I came back. Absolutely gorgeous. I love every bit of it. There's nobody. If you must visit Venice, do so in the evening. Buonasera. Wow. This is nice. That's what I came to see. Isn't it strange that where I walked, it's like this? There's just nobody. And there's the main street. And it's like that. I mean, am I the only one that likes peace and quiet? Or am I just weird? I'm just always kind of surprised how people stick to the group, and I guess that's
just fine. However, it also results in many of the complaints that Venice is crowded. Well, it doesn't have to be, as you just obviously saw. I'm back on the main drag to the St. Mark Square. Hope I can divert again. Only times you have to come back to the main drag is when you have to cross a bridge. Then you just get off as soon as possible again. Right, left, and you're in a really peaceful place. San Marco Square. Here it is. City of incredible romance. In one of the world's most beautiful squares, undoubtedly.
Vamos a caminar 5 minutos para allá, 5 para arriba. Pausa! Pausa!
Local wine is delicious. Pinot something from the region. Back in Treviso, this train continues to Udine. Intercity train. And I'm going to my hotel because I'm exhausted after this long and beautiful day. Che bello, grazie. Costs about €5 from Treviso. Should take an hour or so. Drives like shit. True Italian style. It's either full throttle or full brake. You guys don't know how to drive. Either way, we're here, safe and well. Can't wait to see the center, have some lunch, and go explore. Still raining. Sometimes you just mess up and don't dress well enough for the weather. That's what I did this trip. I feel myself getting sick because it's just cold, windy, rainy. So I just bought this jacket. You know, it's like a low quality fabric, but it's great, it even fits me well. plus this umbrella for €9 in total, which is just awesome because now I can beat the weather. Coincidentally, it stopped raining immediately once I bought the umbrella. But I'm ready for the city now, and sometimes you need to improvise, buy things on the road, and hope next time you do a better estimate when packing. But it kind of just happens now and then.
Indian restaurant this time here in Padua. Looks beautiful, so I'm excited. Indian tea. Indian tea, never tried that before. Nice, get some rice, chicken tikka masala, garlic naan. What else do you need? Beautiful square. Statues all around.
Bought this jacket and the umbrella, and guess what? You know, as soon as I left the store, already the sun started shining. Basically, just a summer's day again. So that's how it goes often. You can freeze yourself to death, and when you decide to buy the jacket and the umbrella, it turns around. You know, but that's the joy of travel. You need to be flexible. At least I'm in a really beautiful place.
Grazie molto.
Posso suggerire? Sono 3,50 €.
It was a beautiful day in Padova. Now I'm going back to Treviso by train for €5.10. 10 cents more expensive as the bus, not that that matters, but just for a reference, a lot more comfortable. Just has one 7-minute switch at Venezia Mestre. That will make that. I bought the ticket to Treviso, but I feel like having dinner in Vicenza. So I'm going there instead and then go back to Treviso. So I lost $5, but changes of plans just happen now and then spontaneously. Let's stamp the other one and take this train. Vicenza, it's quite cool. Wish I could stay longer. Might be my favorite city so far, even in this region at least. Apart from Venice, I guess, but I like this more than Treviso. This has more of a city feeling. Plenty to do. All the church bells are ringing. This place is incredible. Wow. This is amazing. I'm so glad I came here. The end of my trip. Fantastic, awesome city. It must be one of the most beautiful I've seen, without any doubt. That's what they say in a lot of places, but this is actually wow. I'm already going back to Treviso in a bit. Vicenza is such a beautiful city. It took me by surprise. Really one of the most beautiful I've ever seen. So elegant,
of like people walking around in suits. Main square is just cannot be described how beautiful it is. It's just amazing. And I can only imagine how Verona looks, which is not too far, but I'm going to save that for a separate trip when I have Bergamo as a base, which is also one of my favorite getaways. And then I want to see more of this area, including Verona. I was just thinking, have you really visited a place? You spent like half an hour to an hour. Have you really? Yes, you've seen the square, you've seen the cathedral and the things. But you haven't talked to anyone, haven't eaten the food, haven't spent the night, haven't seen the morning sun, haven't had your morning coffee. Have you really visited? I think that decision, or that definition of visiting, is up to the traveler to make. And it's not an easy one to make, because I've visited a lot of places, but have I truly experienced them? No. If I'm honest, no. Because I'd like to linger around here, have another Aperol Spritz or whatever in the main square. But you know, I'm one of the most fast-paced travelers you'll meet probably. In this trip I've done Treviso, Cittadella, Bassano del Grappa, Cismon del Grappa, then Venice, and this morning Padua. If only the day could start sooner because it rained, but I've been to Padua. And now Vicenza. And these are all major cities where people typically linger around for at least 3 nights. And I do 2 or 3 of these cities a day. I think I'm just not necessarily faster, but just or not necessarily worse, but just a different traveler, a different type. And I should learn to slow down. But the thing is that I do really enjoy it like this. I like being on the move, and in fact I feel totally relaxed after such a weekend. It's hard to explain. You might declare me as a weird guy, or just stupid, or wasteful of resources like time and money. But the thing is, if you like something, why would you change it? However, I am going to experiment more with different travel styles. Because I've traveled quite a lot, I want to open myself up for different viewpoints, different ways of travel, slow travel, which I've done, but so anything that's new I would be open for. You can leave any comment if you want, and I'll see if I can wrap my mind around some new styles. But I like this. Who knows, you might not. Each person is different. Each traveler's needs are different. And I know that if you make fun or you joke with someone else's travel style, you kind of joke with them on a very personal level. Because the way how a person travels is how they really are. So I'm always respectful of other people's travel choices. If they want to spend a week in France, that's fine. It can be insulting if you tell them they're boring, even though perhaps it might be true. Doesn't matter. Each person is different. So these are some things I learned and reflected on during this fantastic trip. One of the best long weekends I had in beautiful Italy.
some of the best times of my life. One of the best weekends. Back to Bulgaria.